Yowzers, ladies and gentlemen, my name is CollectA. I'm here today to do a review on a dinosaur figure that I am solidly impressed with, and it's in my top 5 of this year so far. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Metriacanthosaurus parkeri. Metriacanthosaurus was a large metriacanthid dinosaur. It was part of the Carnosauria family. It was found in, I believe, 1923. So yeah, it was discovered in 1923, classified as Megalosaurus parkeri because back then a lot of large theropoda were classified as Megalosaurus because, you know, paleontology being quite young, a lot of big theropoda were classified as Megalosaurus because they didn't, you know, extensively look into them a lot. That's why you'll see a lot of theropoda with the synonym of Megalosaurus. Let's take, for example, Carcharodontosaurus, Megalosaurus saharicus, or Megalosaurus africanus, or something like that. But this one, Metriacanthosaurus, it is sometimes known as Megalosaurus parkeri, but it's better known as Metriacanthosaurus parkeri. So Metriacanthosaurus parkeri was quite large. It was probably around 6 to 8 meters in length. The holotype, I believe, is made up of a ilium and vertebrae, some jaw bones, and femur as well, which is quite good. The femur particularly was measured at 80 centimeters, so it's quite a hefty dinosaur. It lived in the Oxford Clay Formation, so it would have come into contact with a couple of sauropods and Iguanodon, and I think even Altospinax and Megalosaurus. So it would have contended with quite a few beasts. And yeah, it's alright. Lived in the middle of the Jurassic period, so probably during the Oxfordian era, around 160 million years ago. So it's quite a old dinosaur. But to be honest, it looks, when you look at the reconstructions and when you look at the bones, the osteology is it's relatively advanced. Well, it's not relatively advanced, but it's kind of copying with other dinosaurs. So basically, with this bad boy, he is absolutely beautiful. I mean, can you see the scaling on that? It's beautiful. It looks fuzzy on that, but they are like squares, and especially on the tail, like you see there. They are not your typical scales, and I think it's better on this side. Like, look at the scales on that. That looks wonderful. The coloration as well is nice. I love the spots. I love the head. It kind of reminds me of an Allosaurid. Obviously, the hands are not pronated, which is good. Stands on the base. I mean, they could have taken the base off and made it stand, but I guess this kind of helps, and I like that. He's not a bad price. I bought him for £4 off at everythingdinosaur.com. Wonderful price. I even think of buying another one and putting it on my dashboard in my car, just because it's that good of a figure. It is that good. It's just a wonderful piece. I'd even say it's kind of got the best texture out of the theropoda that I've recently got this year. I don't know about the other dinosaurs like the T-Rex and all that. I'm not too fond about that. The only other CollectA figure I probably will get this year is the Lythronax, because I mean, Lythronax, I kind of like that dinosaur. It's got a really good name, but this is absolutely wonderful. It's quite small. Obviously small. A lot of people were surprised by the size. I wasn't surprised by the size. I thought this is a good size. I actually thought it was a bit bigger than I thought. And you know what? When I first saw the photos, I was like, oh, is it going to be a 1 to 40 scale? But after that, I was like, no. So measurements on this guy. So from the tip of the tail to he's around 14. I think he's about what, 15 centimeters. Let's have a look. Come on, son. He's about 15 centimeters, which is a good size. He's about, with the base, he's about 8. Just nearly 8.5. Just scrapping 8 centimeters, 4 millimeter. So he's not bad. He's thin, you know, relatively, but I think that's a good size for a Metriacanthosaurid. And you know, I think he's a beautiful figure. Honestly do. I think it's a beautiful figure. The only problem with mine is that, hang on, wrong side. Come on. No, we're still wrong side. Great. I am absolutely doing well. Can you see there? I know the camera's not great on my phone, but this is the best I can do. So you can see there the inside of the mouth isn't painted, but then again you're going to be seeing that. You're going to see that. You're not going to see much of the inside of the mouth. Tongue is painted, so that's good. Nothing really else to say about this figure apart from it's wonderful. It is a brilliant British dinosaur, and it's just beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I cannot get over this figure. This is one of my favourite figures of that haul that I had. So yeah, that's all I've got to pretty much say about this figure. Yeah, it's just a wonderful figure. You've got to pick this guy up. I'm not even kidding. You have to pick this guy up. He is beautiful. He is wonderful. The reason he's called Metriacanthosaurus, medium spined. He has that, but it's just something about him. I think it's the texture of it's just the feel and texture of the skin that is absolutely wonderful. That's a selling point there. That is it for me. That texture is beautiful. It's just wonderful. And for such a small figure, the detail is stunning. So you definitely need to get that. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I shall see you later. Bye bye.